Hello, I'm John Rossi, a touring drummer with a love of all things animal. When I'm on the road, I visit as many zoos, aquariums... Hey, wait a minute. What's going on? Hey, what's going on there? Hello? 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 We interrupt your regularly scheduled program to bring you Rossifari Zoo news. News you can use from the world of zoos and conservation. Every week, we bring you breaking news and analysis from around the globe, featuring the animals you love and the people who care for them. And here's your anchorman, John Rossi.
Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to Rossifari Zoo News, your look at everything going on in the world of, well, me. So, here's the thing, my friends. I know I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last week, but I have been moving this week. So in case you're not caught up, Zoe has gotten a job at the Virginia Living Museum as their new veterinarian. And so we are going to be moving down to that area, which is it's a really great area. So the house we're actually moving to is in Hampton, Virginia, which is right near Newport News and Virginia Beach and just all the places. It's very cool, very exciting times. But we actually took possession of the house this week and moved in. And so I am recording this right now in the room that is going to be the future home of Rossifari. This is my little secret hideaway in the house that works really well for recording in, and I'm really excited about it. But y'all, I'm exhausted. And to be honest with you, in the process of moving and furnishing this place, we've been doing a lot of like buying things on Facebook Marketplace and stuff. There has not been time to look at the zoo newsy stuff. And it's now 11 p.m. on Thursday. I'm averaging just over 4 hours of sleep a night. And I'm exhausted, y'all. So what I decided I was going to do is I'm going to record what is normally the first part of Zoo News, which is where I talk about me and my life and what's going on. And don't have to do any work. No thoughts, just words. And then I'll put that out tonight, and it'll come out at the normal time. So those of you who are very accustomed to waking up and spending your Friday morning with me, or if you're in another part of the world, your drive home or whatever it might be, you'll have something. And then my goal for tomorrow is to record the other half of this episode and put it out as a part 2. But I will tell you right now, I might not do that. And I will be unapologetic if I don't. It really depends on what I'm able to get done around the house tomorrow. I know y'all understand. I know that when I took some actual time off at the end of last year, y'all supported that. So I'm very grateful. But I didn't want to leave you hanging. And I did want to record in my new podcast room. So this is the compromise. And then depending on how tomorrow goes, I might have time to, or I might not. But I promise I will try, especially because there have been a lot of red panda birds that I'm really excited to talk to y'all about. But yeah, so we came down here, and it's been such an interesting experience. We rented a house and did so sight unseen, kind of. We did a Zoom tour of it. Actually, I think it was FaceTime, whatever. And obviously saw pictures and stuff, but we weren't actually able to see the house like in person until we had signed our lease and were able to get down here and had keys in hand. This area is a big military area, and because of that, housing tends to go on and off the market, whether it's rental or sale, very, very quickly. And we found a place we liked and we wanted to get it, and we didn't have time to get down here, so we got it. And turns out it worked out pretty darn well. It's a pretty cool house. I'm very excited about it. And so we have been slowly converting the house into a home. And when I say slowly, I actually mean nonstop for the last couple of days and very quickly. Couches and television and TV stand and pantry and testing all the appliances that are here and making sure they work and figuring out the yard situation, all the things. Because the crazy part of this, other than everything I just said, is that we're here until tomorrow. And then we're leaving for a little bit because, Zoe has to work up in Buffalo still. And I actually have a gig coming up in California soon. So I'm going to spend like a week in Harrisburg and then head out to California for 3 weeks. So it's been a real crazy time crunch, but it's been really good. And the highlight of it for me, and I think for Zoe as well, is that we got to spend some time today at the Virginia Living Museum. Zoe and I was just tagging along, but got to be part of a groundhog or woodchuck, depending on where you're from, tooth procedure and like a dental procedure and nail trimming and stuff, and then got to do rounds and then got to go meet Sarge, who is the tripod bobcat that calls the zoo home, and got to see vaccines on the coyote pups that are there. Suffice to say, it was a really great day. Even though the whole time we were also like messaging people about like, hey, we can come pick up a table at this point in time or whatever, which was pretty hilarious. But yeah, so I do want to pause and say thank you to the team at Virginia Living Museum. They were absolutely incredible, as they were the last time we visited. And we're both so excited to be joining the VLM family, Zoe as a vet and me as the annoying guy who tags along with the vet. So yeah, it's a really amazing time. And it is a team culture unlike what I find at most places. And I think in general, I have seen a lot of really good team culture, possibly because there are some really great teams out there, and possibly because people put their best foot forward when Rossifari comes into town. I think it is both. I think there are places like the training team at Wildlife World Zoo that you've heard from a bunch where the culture really is that awesome all the time. And I think there are places like, no, I'm just kidding, I would never throw anywhere under the bus. Also, I don't actually know, but I'm sure there are places and teams that just aren't it, but they become it when there's a microphone around. And I get that, and that's cool. But the team at Virginia Living Museum has been so much more than that. It already feels just very close-knit, very, very much like a family. Everyone working together. I'm excited. I am excited for Zoe. I'm excited for me. It's a cool facility. So yeah, and that's really all I have to say about that. Oh, one other thing. You guys know I love to stand in the ocean because whenever I stand in the ocean, I think, oh, this is just really, really, really diluted sea turtle pee right now. I'm hanging out with sea turtle pee. And weirdly in my mind, that's a good thing. And so the beach is like 20 minutes from our place, maybe even closer. But the one that I randomly, while we were grabbing a bunch of furniture and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so much, decided that what I needed to do was jump into the ocean. That one was about 20 minutes away from the house, and we were driving back from getting some stuff, and I just pulled into a beach and was like, ocean! And I went and I ran into the ocean, just wearing shorts and stuff, but let it splash up on my legs and just stood there and looked at the sunset, and it was a real nice moment. And yes, you're right, I could have been working on Zoo News stories at that time, but I wasn't, and I needed that. And then, 10 minutes later, I was back in my car and back to putting the house together. So yeah, so it's been a really great time, and I'm really excited about that. And and this is normally where I would say, let's get to Zoo News, but instead I'm going to say, don't forget to hit subscribe on the podcast so you don't miss any, and make sure you're following the socials and all those things. And there's a Discord that you can find the link for in the show notes and all the things. And with that said, I might or might not be back for a part 2 later today. But no matter what, I hope you guys have a great day. And thanks for being a part of the Rossifari family. I appreciate y'all. Okay, bye.
The Rossifari podcast is produced, hosted, and engineered by John Rossi. Editing and fact-checking by John and Dr. Zoe Rossi. Our theme song is Sevens by Nathan Burke, performed by Nathan and John. Interrupting John theme and additional voices by Taylor Isaac Gray. You can reach John directly on Instagram and Facebook at Rossifari, or by email at rossifaripod@gmail.com. Rossifari is part of the Daydreamer Media Network. Now, stop listening to me and go visit a zoo.
Steiderkus when you got to hear it. You're welcome.